So welcome along to another episode. Today we have got the low bed on and we are extremely long. So at the moment we're going through the roadworks because we're a little bit wide as well. We're just taking up the 2 lanes until we get on the other side, and then we'll be in the 1 lane all the way up then. So this, what we got on the back, is a picking station. I couldn't film where we were because it was a steelworks, but I did take a few sneaky pictures, so and I'll show you them now of what we got on. So as you can see, it's there basically. Material goes up the back, people inside then pick out what's not needed, goes down the chute, or pick up what's needed, and it all gets sorted that way then. So it's human sorted rather than machine sorted. So yeah, that's this picking station. We've taken it up to Scunthorpe Steelworks, so we've taken it from Port Talbot Steelworks and we're going up to Scunthorpe Steelworks with it. It's very long. It's going to, especially when we've got to go around Newport as well, that's going to be a bit of a challenge with the roundabouts and whatnot, but it's going to be worth it. Good news as well, I've gone and invested in a drone. I haven't picked it up yet. This waiting to be collected, so I should have this by next weekend, and hopefully by the next episode we should have some drone shots. So that'll be something nice to try out, unless I crash it in the meantime, who knows. But anyway, we're going to make our way up and I'll catch you back up in the more technical sort of areas, like around Newport. We'll catch back up with you over there then. Right, unfortunately we can't go on the M4 for the next part. We've got to come around the Southern Distribution Road, which is the A48 to Newport, due to a 44-ton weight limit up there, and we're slightly over that, so we've got to come this way, and then we'll make our way to the 49, not the 49, the 449, and we'll join the dual carriageway there up towards Monmouth. So that's the way we're going to go. But this is the technical part, not so much this bit by here, but we're holding 2 lanes just because we're so long, and you'll see more now when we go around the roundabouts, that we're going to need the 2 lanes to manoeuvre around the roundabouts, you know what I mean, without causing any issues. Otherwise we'll be steering the trailer and stuff like that, and we don't need to be doing that. We just need to be having that bit of extra space. So this is one of the first roundabouts that we come to on this distribution road. We're just coming up to it around the corner here. So we have got an escort on this one, hence why I got the CB. Because of the length we're over 18.75 metres, which means that we do need an escort. You can see in the mirrors there now how much this turns. We are really long. This is why we need the 2 lanes. So that's not a bad roundabout. We got one roundabout where we do have to do a 90 degree. This one we're going straight across as well, so this one's not too bad either. But the one we got to do a 90 degree, you'll see how long we are, because we'll be in a full bend on that one. So the trailer steers off the 5th wheel on these low beds. So when we turn, the trailer starts turning straight away. So you've got to be careful that you don't catch with the swing of the trailer, or you don't catch it out. So basically, when the trailer's at this normal length, it follows you. So you drive it like you would do a car. You turn into a corner like you would do a car, and it will follow you around. Now this does follow you, but obviously it's a lot further back. This is why we need to take up the 2 lanes, so that it gives me a bit more space in, and I don't have to struggle to get around the smaller corners, because obviously the middle of the trailer is going to cut the corner now, even though the back end's steering. So whereas when it was at this normal length, it wouldn't do that. So obviously on this now I got to drive closer to the roundabout and then swing it out, so I'm driving towards here, so the back end will follow me around nice. So if you look at that, see how long I am? There we go. this roundabout is a 90-degree now, so we're going right again on this one. And all this because it's a 44-ton weight limit on the M4. To get that fixed, we'll be back on the M4 and we won't have that issue. We just go straight up and we won't have to hold anybody up on this road. Thing is, with this sort of load as well, you've got to think of where can I stop for a break. So there's a few places that we can stop for a break. One of them on the way up now is going to be Strensham. I'll grab a shower there and then we'll push into one of the long load laybys, you know what I mean? So you got one in Chesterfield, you got one on the M18 just before the M180, which is the way that we're heading, so we can use them. And that's where we can stop the nights, because even with these sort of loads, a lot of the services can't accommodate you because you're too long for the services. And that's the things you've got to think about. What services can I go into where I'm going to go in, go through and get out? And that's what you've got to make sure with the fuel as well. When you've got something like this on, you've really got to take into consideration where you can get into the services, get fuel and get back out as well. So them are the few things. Now Strensham is one of the good places that you can go to, and we can get fuel in Strensham. We're not going to need fuel in Strensham, or we got enough fuel to get all the way up. We can get fuel in after we've tipped. So we're not far off the 449 now. So we're nearly done all this technical bit. If you're wondering what that beeping is there, that's to do with the sensors on the side. It's just to let me know that it's picked up something. Now obviously when we're on these technical bits, it'll pick up on railings. It does detect the trailer as well, you know what I mean? So but if you're on stop and you hear it go off, it's more likely because there's a cyclist next to you, so that's the thing you've got to keep an eye on. He should know better. And that car. Trying to come up on the inside. Look at him, look at him, look at him. So he came up on the inside of me just to cut somebody up there to come across onto the right hand side. That van, he came up on the inside of me just to cut around to go around to the right. What an absolute tool.
Okay.
Let me know if we're all clear.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
And that is us now on the 449 and make our way up. So we're back to one lane because we are on dual carriageway now. We don't need to go around the roundabouts and stuff, so it's not going to cause that much of an issue. So we don't need that space anymore. The only time we'll need it is when we come into Monmouth and we go around the roundabout there. So catch back up in Monmouth. So these are the tunnels in Monmouth. The Gibraltar tunnels. I don't know why they call that. Who knows? So anyway, we're just going to cross through the lights in Monmouth, and then we got a little bit of a technical area just around the roundabout then. So we're holding two lanes again, give us a bit of extra space to get around the roundabout, and we'll go through the roadworks and make our way then up to Ross-on-Wye, which is where we meet the next roundabout, or the next set of roundabouts. We got 3 roundabouts there. and then we'll join the M50 then, and we've got the M50 for about 20 miles, where we'll have another roundabout at the end, which is nothing really much, and we'll probably stop for a break in Strensham, where I can grab a well-deserved shower and grab a little snack to eat as well, and the escort mate behind, he can do what he needs to do there, and then we'll make our way up then. We'll see what we're like on diesel as well. We should be having enough to get there, but we see what it's like, you know what I mean, because it's probably one place after that where we could get fuel, so we'll see how we get on. So remember, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, chuck a comment down below, because that makes the algorithm know that the video is active, people are enjoying it, and it'll push it out to more people as well. So, and they're all free things to do, so you know, you're doing me a favour, so that is really appreciated if you can do that. If you want to help the channel out a bit more, then you can subscribe, not subscribe, but become a channel member by hitting the button down below. You'll have a few tiers you can select from there, and that's a monthly subscription then, which helps the channel out. The other way then is hit the super thanks button down below, or buy me a coffee, which is the link in the description, and I'll take you to PayPal then, where you can purchase myself a coffee then, so that'll be really appreciated as well. So then the ways you can help the channel out, and don't forget there is a link down below as well for the merchandise. So if you want to purchase a hoodie or something like that, you don't have to have the name quite big across the front, you can design it how you want to do it, yeah, if you want a smaller badge you can shape it. If you want extra logos on it, or if you want to add your name or your numbers and everything, it can all be done in there. They're fully customizable, they are as well. So that is in the description down below. So that's us. We'll make our way up to Ross-on-Wye, where we'll join back going through them roundabouts. Just coming up to the first roundabout in Ross-on-Wye. Should be a nice easy one. You've got to be careful with this one, it is a bit of a camber to it, so you just got to take your time as you roll around. I have known trucks years ago, mind, not recently, but they have gone over here because they had their weight a bit too high, and the camber by the garage end, when they swing it one way, swing it the other way, obviously the momentum takes them over, and they land up on their side, and you can see the camber in the road there. See how it comes around? So this is one of the roundabouts you just got to take your time on, especially when you got something high. Now the centre of gravity with us is pretty low, but I say if you have got some loads, maybe the opposite, and they may be higher up, so you just got to take your time. We'll grab one until the brow of the hill. So we got this little bit of a stretch. We got the lovely views up here as well. You can see Ross-on-Wye on the right hand side there. If you ever want to go and visit a place, I highly recommend that. It's a lovely little pub down by the stream here. When I was on the coaches, used to take passengers there, and the food is outstanding. Well, it used to be outstanding, I assume it still is. I haven't been there in a long time. I used to stop there with my passengers, and they used to sit down there and have a beer down by the river as well. So it's a lovely place to go and visit. If you want to walk around the village, town, I think it's a town. If you're going to go and walk around it, I say it's plenty to see on Ross-on-Wye. is coming up towards the farmers market and the DVSA test site on the right hand side. This is back in service now as well. Worcester now own it, so a few times a week this will be open. Test centre just there. They do put a lot of vans in there though. I've seen a lot of vans parked up on the other side with the cable going through the wheels, so they've done a naughty. More likely overweight, that's a normal issue. But the cattle market's down there. That's Ross-on-Wye truck stop as well. You can park up there for 15 quid for the night, which is one of the cheaper places. Lovely shower there, and a proper, you can get a nice bit of grub there as well. So that's down in the cattle market, so just turn down there, follow around the bend, and it'll come up on your left hand side there. Then see the girls, give them 15 quid. You're sorted for the night for parking. And then the showers there as well. There's a couple of showers in there which are kept clean, and that's what you want. And if you didn't want food there, you've got a KFC just up the road here, and you can walk to in about 5 minutes. And a Burger King if you want to cross the dual carriageway. It's up to you. Myself, it'll be a KFC. I do like a Burger King. KFC wins though. So we're just about to join the M50. But believe it or not, the M50 used to be the, well, it was the third motorway in the UK to be completed. So it's one of the oldest motorways in the UK as well. Second to the M1 and the M6 Preston Manor, I believe. And nothing's really changed on it, to be honest. It's just still like if you're driving it back in the 60s. But if you want to know more, then watch the M50 video on my channel. Right, that's us on the M50. We're going to make our way up to Strensham now, and that's where we are going to have a break, and we'll take a little bit more of a closer look at what we got on the back too. I say it should be plenty of space for some manoeuvre in here.
It's very big service, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I gotta slow it down right the way down just before we go into the truck bit there. It's just a bit of a tram tracks on the road, yeah. What I mean by tram tracks is that the road is dug in basically, where the trucks are constantly going over the same place all the time. So what we call it basically tram tracks now, you know what I mean? If you go in them, you know, with this, you're more likely going to ground out, so you want to be on either side of them, and so you're up in the air and you're not, the wheels are not sat in it then, so the low bed isn't too much in it like. So just finding somewhere that we can just pull up. What we'll do, we'll pull down by the wash bay now and just block it all up, and then if need be then we'll just reverse back out later on then.
Yeah, it's no dramas, there's no problem.
Well, we could fit in by the left here if need be. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sound better. The left there, definitely. Back it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just come over now and just watch us back.
Thank you, friend. bars you are. We'll start straight in a bit. Go on. You can go back over to the left a bit again, you won't mind you. Yeah. Come on. Start straight in, but there you're got about 6 inches away from the curb. Lovely, straight back there. Come on. Keep going. Oh, well, I'll do you, but I can get out as well, innit?
No, no worries.
Okay, man.
So that is us all showered. Let's see, we're gonna make our way up now as far as we can. We'll probably be going to aim for Chesterfield sort of area, just for the pure reason of we got 2 laybys off the roundabout we got a choice from. If they're full, we can push on to Doncaster then and park up there. And let's see, we have got that option then. What's this one doing now? Pedal to the metal. So yeah, that is the options. I see it is going to start getting dark soon, so of course visibility is going to be reduced. Nice, so thank you very much. So we don't want to be parked up too late, if you know what I mean, because obviously we can't, there's a lot of places we can't use, a lot of the services we can't use. We are 27 metres long, so it's you know, it's them things you've got to consider as well, you know what I mean, where you can stop, you know, how you're going to get in and out of the services, because obviously they can be tight bends, especially when you're that length. So it's a lot of things to consider when you pull in something like this, you know what I mean. But anyway, we'll push on and we'll see where we get parked up for tonight. So we're on our way now towards Scunthorpe. We've just got onto the 180. Last night I didn't do much recording, as the GoPro isn't the best at recording in dark situations, so you wouldn't have been able to see much anyway, which is a shame for the GoPro because it's a really good camera as well. But other manufacturers do a better job in the night. So anyway, pulled off at junction 28 by Mansfield there, just after in between Mansfield and Chesterfield, and yeah, they got roadworks there, so we couldn't use the wide load, well, the long load laybys there, so we had to come up into just before the M80 and use a long load lay-by there, which is next to the motorway, unfortunately, but it is somewhere to park up, because obviously being 27 metres long, you're not going to be able to pull into the services or anything like that. Well, the majority of services you're not going to be able to pull into. So anyway, we're making our way up to Scunthorpe now, and we'll meet the correspondent up there, and we'll go in with this picking station in. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to record while I'm in there, because again, it's like Tata, British Steel are the same, you're not allowed to record inside. But I might be able to grab a few sneaky pics, if you know what I mean. So we'll catch up when we're a little bit closer. So there is this, just come off the M180. And we'll make our way down towards the steelworks at Scunthorpe. haven't done a bad trip on this. I see we're almost there now. I see we had a good run up and everything, so that's been pretty good. We did have a few roadworks to contend with, but nothing major. You know what I mean? Nothing that caused us to stop or well, we certainly can't afford to be in this length. So we haven't done too bad. So the next roundabout now we'll be turning right into it. So it's a little bit further down the road, so we don't need to grab. Yeah, just grab this one for a little bit. Once we come over the brown now and head down the hill, we got the roundabout, we'll be turning right, so we'll be needing 2 then.
Okay.
This is one of the nicer places to come to, is since they've redone the entrance. They've done the same in Tata, they redone the entrance and it just made it a lot easier for trucks to get in and out. They say it weren't too bad before, but it's as I say, more modernised it then, if you know what I mean, to make it a bit simpler. Otherwise we would have had to go further up, come back on a roundabout and come back through, and the gates would have been only as nice as what it is today. So we're just holding the traffic back, so when I come up to the roundabout I got all that space for myself. As we seen when we were coming around Newport, if you watch that bit. The steelworks just coming up on our right hand side there, you just caught a glimpse of the boss plant. I think you might have caught it on camera. Obviously because you're sitting on my head, you're sitting up higher up, so I'm not sure. There it is, there. So bring the speed right down. Let's take our time around the roundabout into British Steel by here. Right, this is where I've got to stop, so we'll crack on from there. So there's us all tipped off in the steelworks. We've just left, we're just heading up the bypass now out of it. See, like I said before, I can't record now. I've taken a few little pictures that you can see and see what we got up to. It's a shame really, it would be nice to show you unload it. It does take a little bit of time with this trailer, especially to de-stretch it, get the load off and whatnot, like, you know what I mean? So but I'm going to go onward to my next journey now and make our way over to Sheffield. And yeah, it's been haven't been a bad haul, that one. So I'd like to say thank you very much for everybody who supports the channel, and thank you for everybody who subscribed to the channel, who likes and comments and does all what they would like to do. Remember, if you haven't done so already, please like the video, please comment, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already as well. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next episode. So bye bye for now.